Hey guys. Alright, so I took a look and actually we're a bit hungry here. Hey, see, that should be able to tell you how long it took to actually figure out what was going on. Turns out I didn't map anything incorrectly. The maps actually crisscross here. Which is just hilarious. I really think, if I had to guess, I think the developers meant for this room 367 to connect to 122, and they meant for 349 to connect to 128, but literally it crisscrosses, and I don't have a good way to mark this on the map. We just have to remember that this is a west exit to here, and this is a west exit to here. It is actually just a crisscrossed path that doesn't make a lot of sense if you try and think about it in reference to like physical locality. I tried to update the map to represent that as best I could. I also tried to move a couple things here just to make it look a little prettier. Actually, I'm just looking at it and thinking we should probably move this just down a little bit. That wouldn't hurt anything. But yeah, so the map looks a little different, should be mostly the same though. Just simply I tried to make that look as best as we could. We're back at the monastery raiding the shelves. Hopefully we've got something here we can find. I think we have plenty of food in our inventory though. We're getting some lag here, and that's because the game is preventing us from searching multiple times in a row. It's giving us an amount of time where we have to wait after we use the search command. That's very normal, or rather to be expected, I should say. We aren't interested in peppercorns, we're interested in jam. Jam, man! It's kind of a little bit silly. We're just persisting off of jams. Oh, it's not, looks like oh, we have to harvest crate. I keep forgetting that it's harvest. Nodes need to be harvested. We're getting fast. We're entering in all these queues. Hopefully we did that right. We're actually up a floor. The mapper just didn't catch up. So many peppercorns. Anyway, excitingly, Lepsis is actually playing right now, I believe. And we haven't bumped into each other, but I think he's been playing on Sundays around the same time we have. Let me refresh the page on Avendar's site. Yeah, it says there's 3 adventurers right now. Average level 23. It will be exciting to see. I don't know what his character's name is. He hasn't told me much. I think he's a water templar. But it'll be exciting to see the day when Talaris and Lepsis' character run into each other. We'll have to find out what adventures they have. Really hoping to search these shelves bare, because we ran into that situation where we couldn't search the shelves anymore. I'm trying to get to that location. Found some flour. The shelves just seem a little bit hit or miss, and they seem a little unnecessary as well. Mostly because the garden and the sacks of flour down in the cellar are honestly enough. The jam is just nice, I think is what it is. I think we've got enough. Ah, that bothers me. It bothers me so much that it's crisscrossed like that. That has to be a mistake. Everything else has been so perfectly aligned to the grid. Oh, where am I going with this map? But okay. It does mean, though, that we can go back to actually... So many goofy parts of the map I'm going to have to fix now. We can go back to exploring Nendor, now that I'm not completely confused by where we are. Yeah, I cannot believe this. That it works like that. Wait, what? The map is being really silly now. But yeah, look at that. As far as I can tell, that's accurate. Oh well. So, I kind of want to get some of these death rooms on the map. So we're going to go south and up. We are in the dark forest. But I don't see any... There's no saplings here that want to kill us. Is this the dark forest? No, stop. Stop. Stop auto-moving. No, that's listed as the Forest of Nendor. So I guess there's no danger here. Let's go south one more time. We're in the dark forest again. The forest continues all about, almost seeming to entwine itself behind you. The forest is dark now, very little light penetrates through the canopy leaves. The branches about you seem to reach for something, their forms twisted in agony. I think this is the same description as before. However, there is a hostile sapling here. Oh, there's a sapling here. Let's cast Immolation on the sapling. Okay, we're fighting the sapling. Oh, wow. That is... Ow. Flee. Flee! Oh, yeah, okay. I think we're dead. Don't fight the saplings. It wouldn't be Avendar if it didn't have at least one death in it, right? So we've been killed. Okay, we should be back at the... Ugh. Ugh. Alright, let's take a look here. What happened? We should have considered the sapling. Previously, when it was scratching us, it was only doing like 40 damage, but I really need to remember to consider things. Yeah, look at that. It did like 100 HP when we were fighting it. Unfortunately, it was also queuing. Either it was queuing what we were doing, or we got hit by a lag attack. There are certain attacks that will lag you out, so you can't use an ability. Well, let's go get our stuff. Oh, shoot. Oy. That shouldn't be there. Okay. Let's go back and get our stuff. We danced with death. We should have listened to the signs. See, where's our corpse? Corpse should be around here. Oh, it's right here. And we'll change the color to represent death. Death this way waits in the form of sharp, pointed teeth. It's actually been a little while since we've died. I think it was the Emerald Dragon that was the last thing that aced us. Luckily, when you're a ghost, things seem to leave you alone. So many squirrel pelts. So many squirrel pelts. 25 squirrel pelts. Guys, when the market switches and squirrel pelts are the new in, we're going to be rolling in dough. We're going to have so much money. Don't worry, they'll run out eventually. 3 pelts at a time. So what's that? 3 times 8 is 24. So about 8 times of grabbing pelts. Not to count the fox pelts, of course. Our meager 7 copper coins. Alright. Let's put some stuff on. Okay, what did we miss? The scarf. Surprisingly, that was it. Alright, we'll recall. Have we been dead long enough? Can we come back? Probably not. Sorry, death hangs too heavily on you. Fine, we'll sleep. We'll be a sleeping ghost. Alright, what do we got here? So, we are flying magically, because we're a ghost. Talaris, the imbued of fire. Is that... I don't remember reading that. Must not have been paying attention. Oh, Leps is making fun of us. Leps apparently read the main page of Avendar and just quoted, Talaris has died recently. So mean. Come on, Leps. Alright. Maybe we can resurrect now. How do you spell resurrect? Okay, we're back. We're back. We won't go to the evil forest anymore. Or at least not for a little while. Whoa, we overshot. Oh, there's no pigeons. There's no pigeons! That's okay. Now that we know how to steal, I mean, graciously accept the charity of the monastery, Talaris is going to be fine. It's only when we do something stupid like go into the forest of death that and challenge the evil sapling. Man, that was just a sapling. Can you imagine what a full-grown tree would have done to us? This would have been over. Okay, I just want this one room on here. I'm gonna go south and then north. Oh, south didn't take us to the dark forest. Okay. Automapper, come on. Why you do this? That is not where we are. Wait, Elsendar. Wait. What was that? Elsendar is here. Let's see here. You see nothing special about her. Elzendar has quite a few wounds. We'll... The gods protect you from Elzendar. What does that mean? I don't know how to roleplay, guys. Were I to offer some advice... I would stay clear of the forest down this path. It's filled with terrible trees. How is your exploration going? I have heard some strange tales of a haggard-looking man eating squirrel brains. Alright. Well, a minor setback by shore. Perhaps the dwarves were right. Trees are the enemy here. Do dwarves say that? I haven't. Well, this is a fantasy world. We can assume that Talaris has heard. I've heard dwarves keep as much in the way of opinion with plant life. So I'm pretty sure this is Lepsis. The problem is I have to quit recording pretty soon, and equally, Talaris is a bit, how to say this? Wary of strangers? So he wouldn't immediately team up with someone just for no reason. I think we can do this as an OC. Anyway. Am I still a ghost? No, we're not a ghost. I don't know how to end this. Alright, so, Elzendar bowed. Talaris waves awkwardly. Mostly because, holy crap, having to type everything you say is difficult. At least when you play D&D, you can just say what you do. But in text, it's a little more difficult. Also, I'm terrible at thinking and typing at the same time, so I apologize because it's difficult for me to narrate what's going on and what I'm thinking we should do during the whole conversation. At any rate, I'm sure Talaris and Elsendar will team up at some point in the future. Today's not a good day for it because I have to quit recording fairly soon here. But that's okay. So this is the Dark Forest here. Okay, and I see what's happening here. I guess I picked a bad mud to play if I'm bad at role-playing, right? But that was great. I'm glad we finally got to meet Elsendar. Okay, that should take care of that. Mostly I just wanted the Dark Forest locations on the map tracked there. Let's hit a couple more locations. Oh, can't go here. Druid stops us. Okay, this is a small section of Nendor, one of, if not the last portion of Nendor that isn't filled with some hazard that we haven't explored. It is some kind of dark underbrush, or a thickly wooded forest, rather. Looks like a bandit is here. A sparsely forested slope. Ground slopes upward to the north here. There's little growth upon the side of the hill. The occasional beech or shrub finds lonely purchase upon the rocky hill. As the hill slopes downward to the west, the vegetation grows denser as it leads into the forest proper. To the south, the hill descends to a small path. The quiet chirping of songbirds fill the air. Otherwise, there doesn't really seem to be anything particularly meaningful about this locale. It seems that this leads into the hills that we have been avoiding. So I kind of feel like if we go east, we're in a sparsely forested slope. I kind of feel like that's the end of Nendor. So I'm gonna delete these. We'll add them in as a new area later, and we'll put an unknown exit to the north and south here. Well, okay, I think that's pretty much Nendor as far as the places that we can go without getting murdered. And beyond that, I think we're good. As far as the next time we meet, we need to find something else to do aside from mapping Nendor. We've got the village over here, the monastery here, and all the hazards tracked that we know of. I guess next time we meet, we can go check out what these hills are. we might need to focus on leveling up. I mean, our character is not strong. So if we want to go explore the new areas, we might need to figure out, how does one level up these days? It's been so long. I felt like the school was just filled with non-stop combat. And now, you know, looks like we're 80 in dagger. Our spells, immolation is obviously high. Everything else is so-so. Mostly increased because we were training at the trainer. Now here's this evoke hatred. What does this do? It's the one we learn at the next level. With this spell, a fire mage may attempt to kindle the seeds of hatred and rage living within all beings. Should the spell succeed, the target will incur a penalty to armor class, then lash out and assault someone. Anyone else in the... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! A lion tried to kill us. Oh my goodness. I said tried. Did kill us. That's unfortunate. Well then. And that's where we're going to end today's recording, guys. When you come back, we'll have picked up all our gear and we'll be ready to set out. But whatever, sometimes you just get eaten by a lion. Hope your week goes much better and that you don't get eaten by some savage beast in the savannah. Otherwise, have a good one. Thanks for watching.